welcome to HOA Fight Club. I'm Raylene Schifano. Today I'm in the beautiful Cache Valley of Utah in Logan. I am doing a video today about our rights to have the American flag in our yards or on our homes in a condo association or an HOA. And this kind of bothers me because I think as United States citizens, we should have the right to have the American flag in our homes or on our homes at any time of the year. We shouldn't have to wait till a special holiday, or we shouldn't have to need permission from a board of directors to be able to have the flag in our yards. And we should always be able to show that we are Americans by hanging that flag in the yards. So there's a lawsuit right now of a veteran that is suing his HOA because they sued him for having his flag in a flower pot in the yard. And I think this is very unconstitutional. First of all, nobody should be able to deny those rights. And when I talk about our constitutional rights, I'm always talking about how they're denied in HOA. And I don't think people really understand those denials. Our constitutional rights is the right to protect our property. Property is a constitutional right. So if you own your property, that's a constitutional right. And we should be able to do what we want in our homes without the government interfering. And the government in HOA is our board members. And we should be able to handle things in our homes the way we see fit. I agree that condos and townhomes, they share common walls and we should be able to be respectful and share those walls. And I agree that we have to pay for those common areas. But on the inside of our homes and on the right on the outside of the homes, that doesn't mean they can tell us that we can't hang those flags. Even, the LGBT flags and those kind of things, those are who we are and what we represent. And who is an HOA association to tell us what we represent? And I get that we don't want to have any sort of, crazy flags that we don't believe in, but when it comes to the U.S. flag, there should be never, ever anybody to be able to tell us that we can't hang that flag. Our constitutional rights, and for somebody, our American soldiers have fought for us to be able to have that flag, and for anybody to deny those rights is just wrong. Board members get overzealous and they get that power hungry, and we need to stop any power hungry board from being able to take those rights away, because they do this because it is for power. Boards don't just get in there and decide, oh, we're just going to take everybody's rights away. They get in there and it's all about power. I've had friends that weren't on a board before, and then they get on a board and they completely change, and all of a sudden they're not your friend anymore. They are taking kickbacks and they've got the secrets and everything else, and they don't want to tell you, and they're being trained not to tell you. CAI teaches people how to deny your rights. They teach these property managers and attorneys and board members to deny your rights. They legislate to deny your rights. So that's something that homeowners need to put their foot down and say no more. And when people go in for a lawsuit, we need to support those people. We need to show them that we are behind them 100%. And for our court system in the United States, not to if I was a judge and somebody brought a lawsuit about an American flag, I would throw that case out and I would automatically award that homeowner the whatever they were looking for as an award if that HOA was denying those rights. But I guess I'm not a judge, and I just believe in the Constitution. I don't know where our court systems and our legislators, I don't know when they ever stopped believing in the constitutions. I see our government so good about talking about the Constitution until it really matters to the people. And I don't believe our government is doing what's best for the people right now. I think they're very self-centered and doing what they think is best for themselves. When government is profiting from our demise. And you got to look at all the people that are serving in the government, and they've been in there for a lifetime, and they're rich and they have millions of dollars. They're not serving the people. How many of us are rich from not working a day in our lives except for in government? So think about that. If the government is rich and they're not even working besides in government, there's no possible way that they could be rich. So think about that as we vote in our legislators and vote in our senators and vote these people in. We need to start voting out people that aren't protecting our rights. I know in Washington State, I try not to vote Republican or Democrat. I've always been a person that votes for the people for what they do. Tina Orwell has been an amazing person, and her and I don't always see eye to eye politics-wise, but we do see eye to eye when it comes to saving the people. An HOA is not Republican or Democrat. It is anybody that's in an HOA. It doesn't matter what your policies are or what your political affiliation is. It hurts everyone. It hurts the minorities. It hurts the poor families. We shouldn't be trying to be pushing people into the streets. We should be trying to take care of our citizens. We don't need any more homeless because somebody decides to give somebody a $50 fine and the attorneys decide to add so many thousands of dollars onto their account and put them into foreclosure. That is shameful. And we need to stop those shameful acts. So that is my advice to you. Start calling your legislators. Find out who your legislator is in your district and demand a meeting with them. Demand your senator start meeting with you. And that is how we're going to start getting control. You'll have to excuse my friend here. He thinks he needs to be on our video too. It's kind of nice having family around. We've been so hurt by our HOA that coming after we've been hurt by our HOA and having family around us again to support us and to help us heal. My HOA has caused me plenty of damages. My husband and I are full of mold. We have to go through mold treatments, and you know, this is because a board was over controlling and they didn't fix my home, and the legislators ignored us and they ignored everything, and now we have to go through months and months of treatment because we have mold in our systems that causes Alzheimer's and Parkinson's and memory loss and so many more horrible things to your body system that we were living in for years because the legislators made laws that don't protect us. Well, legislators, you need to start protecting us. And if you could just start with the American flag, that would be really, really great. So, because nobody should have to fight over an American flag, and nobody should have to fight to get their damages fixed when you're in a condo association and the board is responsible for everything. Your insurance companies are responsible for everything. Let's stop this nonsense. Let's start taking care of our people. We, the people, need to start putting our foot down and stop this tyranny of government. This is wrong. So, those are my advice for you today, and I'll see you on the next one.